Alrighty, here we are, GTL Season 4, week number 1. First game I'm going to stream this season. We got THT versus DECOY. These were Series 1 maps, so we all have Clip and Himmelsdorf with the tiebreaker, I believe, Hero. Don't quote me on that one. THT are going to defend first on Cliff with DECOY attacking. The colors are correct. And we got THT with a Super Conk, a Valor, a Bronbon, an IS-7, a Bad Shot, a UDES 1516, and a Sturb 103B. One tank from a little bit everywhere, it seems. Then we have DECOY with 3 Valors, 1 Bad Shot, and 3 Chisels. Very easy lineup to say out loud, dang it. Here we got 1 bat for chat from DECOY going to 3-1. Everyone from DHT is kind of splitting up for the most part. We got Prawn and a bat together out by the B cap right here. We got 1 UDES going up the hill. It's a pretty good position if he can make it up there for free. Sturb and then normal climb and a 5. The Valor holding back the 2-line flanks. Team decides to push 2-line very aggressive. The Valor's in a very nice pull down position. He also has some nice shots onto the hill if they cross from there. Got a Super Conk in the standard D4 hold down there. He also gets some nice shots in the middle. And he's very hold down. It's hard to do damage to him there consistently. DECOY get 1 Chisel up, and it looks like they're gonna boost at least 1 Valor as well. THT, I don't think know about this. I didn't think that they were spotted. Let's see if it's both are going up or just one is getting a boost here. I'm assuming a 1 boost, and maybe the other guy will try it solo. Just gotta wiggle just a bit more. There he's up. IS-7 now hold down for THT in 6. Very strong position for any tank with a really good turret. He's going to try and find damage where he can. The Bad Chat is still over on the 2-line there. He's the only tank over on that entire side of the map. He's all by himself. He has nice shots into the middle if they are going to push up though. You can get him a nice full clip out into most of probably that IS-7 or UDES, whichever one decides to try and go up the hill. Sturb gets 2 nice pins with the Chisel there. Chisel just isn't strong enough for that. We have a Chisel coming to push up the other Valors. They're going to elect to take it the safe way instead of trying to do it solo. They do it with the push. The other Valor is working his way up the sides of the hill here. UDES does get up to the hill. Now he gets to trade with the Chisel. Chisel has forced to back off. He just can't trade effectively with the hold down UDES there. Between the UDES and the Sturb and A5, they have really nice cover on the hill, even against the 5 tanks that DECOY now have up here, or close to 4. The other Valor is also making his way over here. We got half health from the Skonk in mid, most likely. I want to see this Valor come out of position very quickly here with how many tanks have been spotted now in the middle of the map. They're only missing the vision on this 1 Bad Chat here, and he's probably, looks like he shot around, so they might even know he's there. I'm looking to see that, because right now that Valor's not doing a whole lot, especially since they've already made it up the hill, doing the backside climb there. That's 3 on the hill spotted now. I want to see him move quickly. I guess it's not necessary yet, but he's out of position if they do push in, and they probably could push in on the UDES here between everyone here. That Sturb, yes, it has great DPM, but it's not enough to keep up with 3 tanks trying to kill 1. IS-7 still on a very nice hold down, just looking for vision where you can get it. Bad Chat under the hill being a bait, also gets some nice shots on the 3-line. This Bad Chat is moved, he's moved up to E3 now, looking for side shots into the tank on the hill there. That UDES is so small, it's super hard to get those though, even with the, if he backs up and gives them it. Chisels are now rotating around the hill with one of the Valors, so it looks like they're going to put on the triple cap pressure here. Very standard attack here. Got Kron from THT already in the hole down here waiting for them though. And the Sturv can also put a shot or two in on their way in. And then they obviously have the Batch as well, sitting under the hill. Kron takes a shot, but he is in the more aggressive hole down there. He gets a tracking shot on one of the Chisels, and one of them bounced. Udez is getting pushed over the hill right now. He's taking a lot of damage. He's getting clipped by the bat at the same time from F2, G2. Udez is a 1. This bat needs to put nice shot. There we go. It's one like 5-7-year-old. Nice roll from that IS-7. That Chisel, yeah, Chisels are good, but they're not good in that area like that. That Kron can just peek and easily reset him and kill him right now with his 1300 HP. This bat needs to get safe. He's just losing HP when he doesn't need to be right now. Sturb does put a nice shot in though. Right now HP is fairly even, about 10% difference. Tanks are also way in Decoy's favor here. They have a lot of tanks still on decent HP, if not one on full here. Including the Batchat that's way out there. DHT's Batchat goes down. Kron also went down from the tanks on the hill. This IS-7, the Skunk did push up. The Valor took the Skunk's position. This Valor is just so far out of the fight for the whole game. It just wasn't worth it. I think once a team's spotted on the hill, you can fairly much commit that they're going B-cap. And if they do rotate off the hill, you still have between D4 and D5. As long as you can hold that, you can take the hill now because they're not there. But that Valor was in like D5, for instance, and hold down there. There's not a lot they can do on that A-cap between the Sturv and the 3 tanks that are holding down there. And then you can push and take this area too, as well. This game's not over yet. It's still 10%. That 10% difference that Decoy was in favor of, or THT was in favor of, is now almost 20% in favor of Decoy. They've got some really nice angles. The hill is just so powerful, especially when you put pull down tanks on it. It is a hard strat to deal with when you lose the hill like this, and also have lost your resets for the most part. These 2 tanks on the cap are are very low right now. Super Con for THT is the 1. Let's see if the Sturv should probably come out of his spot right now. He really needs to help with this cap. And you have one heavy tank trying to 1v1 a Batchat on the other side of the map. Like, that's not needed right now. He's not winning the game for his team. If anything, he's just taking your heavy tank away from the fight. The Valor will win the fight because that Batchat just went on reload, but that's not the point. You have a cap that's about 10 seconds away from... Oh, they did get a reset. It was 10 seconds away. I-7... I know the Sturv got a reset on him. But it's just so far out of the fight now. I guess he does have some nice cross angles on the Valor from Decoy pushing across the middle there. I think that's just a little bit too aggressive. Considering you're still a very slow, very close game here. And THT brought this back between, I'm guessing this Sturv probably is about 4K-ish, probably even more. And that IS-7 as well is probably up there. They have had some really nice cross shots between each other, focusing out. That IS-7 position is super strong. Look at how many dead tanks are around him, even from both sides. IS-7 just chilling, still half HP. Looking for another reset here. The Chisel on the hill is a 1. The Sturv, yes, he does have nice angles. It's not necessary yet. Once this captain gets down to the 20-second mark, I think he needs to come down off that hill and help get this reset. I don't know if trusting got a nice shot into there. That's a very lucky then. That was a pixel into his Popola, most likely there. I think it's away with him, I guess. Still very chancy taking that kind of RG risks when there's 15-20 seconds left on the cam. You got THT's Devour from Easy Snipes got a minute here, and they won on time. I wasn't even paying attention at the time. My bad. THT bringing that game back, really well played. I did not keep up with the comeback there. Yeah, Sturf doing 5K, just farming away. I thought the I7 would do a little bit more than I thought. He just wasn't pinning his shots, I guess. So shooting HG most likely the cap. That's probably what it was. Sturf with all those 100 cap resets. Sturf I7 with 45. Very nicely played between the two of them there to hold that angle. I get the Valor play, yes, it worked out killing the bat, but if that bat wasn't on reload, then that game could have gone that bat literally pressed reload right as that Valor got spotted. If that bat kept his round or kept his 2 rounds or whatever he had in his clip and killed the Valor instead, that game could have most likely gone to DECOY there. From DECOY's side here, we got Chisels doing about 1,000 combined, a little over 1,000 combined. The other one doing 2,400. The Valor's very decent spread between the 3 of them, blocking anywhere from 4 to 1,200, doing about 2K average between the 3 of them. Then the bat getting 2 kills on that flank there, doing almost 1,800 damage. Very well played from him. He also blocked 850 in a bat chat. Very lucky right there. THT's bad. I did 1,000. He did get a kill at least, but he got caught into a very open position with nowhere to go. Unfortunately, the Skunk did 2K there. He moved to the middle, helped to keep that I7 alive. Kron, he got his clip out. Now, once you get your clip out, you're gonna die if you don't have a hill, and that's exactly what happened there. Udez held his own on the hill as long as he could. Eventually got pushed. Not as tanky as, say, something else you could put up there, potentially, but it is a trolley, blocks 800 almost there. Did a respectable amount of damage there. The Valor holding and Spawn still did 2K throughout that game. He did kind of just sat around, but if it works, it works. He did 1,800 assisted as well in the Valor. That's pretty well good for him on the small map like that. Obviously, Sturf doing 5,200, 3 kills. Also blocked. They actually hit him a bunch. And he blocked 800 of the 4 non-pens that hit him. Blind there. It's pretty interesting. And then the I7 holding it up, down in the middle of the map the whole game. Blocking almost 2K. Doing almost 2K. I'll give him 2K. Combined, or 2K raw with 1,600 assisted as well, and a lot of assist coming out. I guess that's what happens when you Sturf doing the majority of your damage on your team. But we will look to see THT's attack, DECOY's defense next. Alrighty, we are back here. Let me turn this up real quick because this is quiet. Okay, there we go. Way better. Now you can hear me. Alright, here we go. THT on the attack, decoy on the defense. Red and blue are correct again. We have the decoy running two WZ111 QLs, a machine, an I7, and those three chisels again. And we have THT again on the attack, running a 5A, a Valve, two machines, two IS7s, and a bat chat. Off the rip here, we've seen THT's machines pushing to the 2 line with a bat chat. Between them, looks like they're just gearing up, ready to hold out. I don't think this is a push they should take, because bat should spot the 2 QLs as well, and they should know that they can't take that push, especially with these 3 chisels also getting spotted on 3 line here, pushing to the 3 line. We have THT's other 4 heavy tanks going towards the hill. 2 IS7s, looks like they're probably going to wrap around and get on that B cap here. And a 5A as well is also going to go over there. He might not get in the cap, he might just hold in E8 under the hill there. Decoy chisels rotating back into mid. Looks like they thought that they were going to go 2 line here for their whole team, and so they decided to hold and push down here with a lot of their team. Eva doing some nice trades with Hydra there, machine versus machine. They really need to run away from this though. This bat is really stuck now though, unfortunately, and he's peeking against their whole team. He just needs to try and stay there and wait for them to keep pushing. And when they do, put a nice clip in potentially. They did get up the hill for free, unfortunately. There's no meds from THT side that went up to the hill, so getting on this cap is going to be very hard to get off with the chisel up above them. They are going to punish the other chisel mid here. This should be, the machine. Those heavies pushed up into the E3 or F3, sorry. So this bat machine should have a nice farm on the IS7. It's also now rotating it back into the 3 line here. I think they should take their chances here and try and get him out, because these tanks in the middle are getting farmed from that 3 line there. And there's no punish coming back into them. HP is about 30% down already. They did start the cap, there's 20 seconds left, but there's a chisel above them, there's a chisel on their left, there's a chisel in front of them. There's not a lot that this cap will end up doing. They're just going to keep shooting HE or bending their sides just like that. And it's going to be a very hard one to get off. I7's already a 1-shot. I don't think the cap was the play, considering you didn't have hill control and they have no support. These I7s are completely alone against 3 mediums with high DPM. Machine and bat did go in down low here. See if they can get out at least the I7 here. They do. Nice, well played there. They're both on reload though, unfortunately. HP is still about 30% different. The I7's about to go down. 5A in the middle is about to go down. They do kill off that I7. Now these 3 chisels are available to play the rest of the map, and this game should be coming to a close very quickly. Very quick. Well, 4 minutes went by a lot faster than I thought. They are going to kill this QL from the looks of it. Maybe. Bat's still reloading, so we'll live on 100. Still about 20. They've brought it down to 20% difference now. There's still 2 machines in a battle line. They have a lot of clip potential. See if this Bat can get away with killing another one. He does. He's probably going to die to this chisel though. He does get away with that. Lucky. They do kill off the machine that was over in the G line, G7-ish, where I last saw him. Cuba is now going to try and take the fight against this chisel here with the Bat hopefully supporting him. They really just need to push him. Taking their time. The Bat had 3 shots in this clip, 2 shots in this clip. Should have put him to more use there when Cuba took his first shot. I guess they were scared someone was behind him. But we have a 1-1 game. We'll move on to Himmelsdorf after this. Damage here pretty consistent from the chisels here, about 225 to 3k between them, each getting a kill or 2. 80 reset or 80 based reset from him. That guy blocked 2k in the chisel. That's pretty good from him. Machine blocking 1100 as well. Machine gun doing great, hitting almost all the shots but pinning only half of them. QL doing the same here. He was also sniping from about 300 meters, 400 meters away at hold down tanks, to be fair. But over here, not much to talk about. Their heavy tanks just held the 2 line from the machines being able to flank them, and those chisels just had to free rotations around the map because THT didn't run meds. They didn't use their meds up on the hill, they used their heavies instead. I7 still, I don't think the play was the cap at that time. I think rotating those I7s into mid and pushing over the mid, or even pushing them up the hill. Or you could take them and rotate them back and then counter push 2 line. I don't know. I think there's way better options to do than trying to get in that cap at that time. Cuban having a nice game doing almost 4k. Then the other machine just getting caught out wherever he went. Doesn't seem like he got anything going. Valor also they got caught out in the middle there. There's not much to talk about them. He hit buck 1600, probably from those chisels, shooting down at his hole or his turret. And then the 5A as well, same thing, getting farmed in the middle. That Bat took a lot of damage early, still got a decent damage out considering it, and that's all we wrote for Cliff. We'll move on to Himmelsdorf with Decoy picking what side they start on. I don't know yet. I haven't looked at Discord. We'll see though. I'll be back. Alrighty, I was wrong. My bad, I forgot the map's changed. We are going to be running steps with the decoy defending first, I believe. And that is true. Decoy in red, THT in blue colors again, correct. Did they fix the bugger? I'm just on the right side, maybe. We have decoy on defense again, running a skunk, 3 Bowers, 2 Badgets, 200 LT, a very meta lineup there, not much to talk about. Different, I got THT on the attack, running double skunk, 2 IS-7s, a Batchat, a T100, and then a 268. 268, not very meta, really, but I think it's becoming more meta now that we've been using it more in a off-meta tournament. These teams, that some players in these teams have been playing in over the last 2 or 3 weeks now. 268 is a very strong tank, just sitting at the back, very camoed up, and punching through very strong turrets, i.e. Super Conk turret, Power turret. It's very efficient at doing that, and if it can't pin it, it also has very decent HE rounds. Regardless, they have Decoy getting super aggressive on their defense here. All 3 of their heavies are already down the river part of steps, and they have taken the south very aggressively. There's only 1 tank holding back anywhere near the B cap. This is a very interesting attack, or defense. It looks like an attack. That's how aggressive they're playing here. Let's see how THT are going to think their way out of this one. They do have free reign of playing the tracks here, and they can get some very nice positions once they get over the tracks there. I don't think none of the tanks in the south have been spotted. They're playing a little bit too passive, I think, for that. If they knew that there were 3 tanks south right now, they probably wouldn't be just moving this slow with IS-7 stopping to check, stuff like that. All 3 heavies are spotted here. None of the meds or the LT are spotted. But one of the meds is shooting though, so they probably have at least an idea that someone's over there. It seems like the LT is too, so they probably have at least some clue that there are some tanks back here very aggressively pushed up. Let's see if this LT spots anything. He should see them very quickly. No, there's at least one. Let's see if he takes any punish for that spot or not. He doesn't spot the LT. The LT's in the bush there. And then the other bat who's safe behind the hill right next to him. These heavies have split up just a little bit in the mid, taking some very interesting positions. Kiva is pushed up here. He's on the other side of the tracks, just hanging out. It's going to be a very interesting play because they pretty much have to kill all these heavy tanks before they can start this cap. So these heavies can just poke from right where I'm staring right now and get easy resets. So ideally, I think this IS-7 should push up, and honestly, with the 2 of them, like group the other one up, and they both should push over, take the shots from the heavies on the way over, but go kill this Valor and take this spot right here. Because if they have this, they can really do a lot of damage and hold a lot of the map from them. And then skunks can win. Then they can, from there, one can hold there and one can push up, even up into like C5 and play the outside here and put all 3 of these heavies in a very nice crossfire if they are peeking for any kind of caps. They're gonna try for the cap here. He's gonna use the tree, which should protect him from spots. Should. We'll see if it does. Camo and trees are a bit iffy. Decoy are pushing the south side aggressively. This Batchat has no idea. Oh, he has an idea it's coming, but he is very caught out right now. He's getting clipped by 2 bats. He should die there. No, he doesn't. He gets away on 1 shot, luckily. They have 3 skunks. They have everyone rotating back, though, so these heavies can easily peek over the mid. Gile, and the LT's still in the cap. I think this LT should get off now, considering they can come into this cap for free, no punish. They have a skunk and IS-7 rotated back. One of the skunks is coming back at least to help. Let's see, are they going to get away with... Looks like they're blind fire in the bush here. He's behind the bush, he's not in it, so this should be an interesting one. Even the Valor from over here is shooting into the bush from the looks of it. Skunk peeks over, takes 2 pens. His Valor is coming in for resets. Not getting very punished, good, very good. focus there. They do spot the LT, and that LT should die here. He might get away. I don't see it coming. As long as this Valor connects over here, and then one of the other heavies can finish him. Meanwhile, at the same time, the bats from Decoy are pushing in. Hydro probably only has 1 or 2 left. Let's see if they can finish him off before he's reloading now. Let's see if his bat can finish him. Doesn't look like he's going to overpeak for it. Meanwhile, Decoy's Valor is caught out very, he's in the middle of the map in Valor. Very hard tank not to kill when you have inside. And then now they have the rears of the Valor and the Skunk here. Very close game, 2% HP difference right now. And tanks are actually in the favor of THT by 2, almost 3 if you consider the batch up as a one-shot. But both have teams that are bad, or both have one-shot batch shots. Let's see the bat going in with a clip. Let's see if he can get away with killing the Skunk. He does. They also get away with killing the other bat. They kill the LT. That's very unfortunate. They just lost everyone there. Let's see if the HP, this 268 really needs to get into the fight here and do a butt ton of damage. Misses a shot, unfortunately. He's getting clipped out by the bat while he has an IS-7 staring at him. That's super unfortunate. His IS-7 is just getting pummeled from all directions right now. I think the keynote was the bat shots were able to live and come in with their clips, and full health bat shot coming in with a full clip, he can kill and at least take the attention of a lot of tanks away. So while it was close for a minute, it was really just waiting for the bats to reload. I think if THT took another bat instead of the second IS-7, you really only need one to take the other side of the tracks here. The second one, if that was the bat shot, or at least a med of some kind that could be in the south helping keep the bat alive on his way out, take some of the damage that the bat took on his way out, so the bat's more healthy. He could play like he was a one-shot. He can't really poke anywhere without being scared of dying with how he was playing. So I think that might have been the play. Also could have maybe waited. Like, I don't think the LT stayed on the cap way too long. Yes, it was under 20 seconds, but they're gonna come in and spot him regardless. Get off the cap once that one Valor committed to it. Just get off the cap and kill that Valor and kill the other one that also crossed the field as well. You kill those two, you keep your LT alive. Skunk overpeaking, getting like they're not killing the one-shot bat chat. The Decoy's damage here, bats again doing most of the work here, like I thought, and then one Valor also doing the 3500. Bats though doing considerably a significant portion of the damage here. 4700 from Banshee with 1 kill, doing 14, 14, 12. And then we have Hydra with pinning 8 out of 12, doing 2500 as well. We have the Valors. That one Valor across middle field got farmed. The other one, he pushed in to get the reset. Both of them did get farmed for pushing out in the middle of the open like they should have. At least Skunk just holding down the middle, doing 1,000, blocking a little bit. One of the Valors in middle though stayed alive and did 3,500, blocking up about 900 as well. The T100 doing all the spots, still doing about 2k and getting 2 kills for him too. Yeah, if THT's one bat chat that had to run away, again, I think if he had a medium with him to take some of the brunt of that attack, could have done more. He got 1 pen off before he died. Skunks, each doing about 1,200 between them, one getting a kill. 268 doing 2k, and that 268 gun was not being nice to him, 922. That's super unfortunate. Say that gun actually worked and he at least hit like 5 of those and pinned 5. That might have been a completely different game with that amount of damage. That's like 3-4k damage right there. On top of the RD2k that he did in those 2 shots. Very nice rolls there. Maybe I rammed, I guess. But T100 doing 1,000 again. I think he overstayed his welcome on the cap. Could have got out way sooner and probably way healthier. As soon as that power committed run, he was at least pointed in the right direction to run away. I think he got his engine hit, unfortunately, before it. Cuba doing 2200 in the IS-7, just playing hold down the other side of the tracks again, and then this other IS-7, which I think could have been dropped for a med of some kind, doing 500, blocking 2400 though. Yeah, very nice game blocking wise from him. Move on to THT's defense and DECOY's attack. Here with DECOY up 2-1. Alrighty, here we are with DECOY's attack and THT's defense. THT in red, DECOY in blue. We have THT with the Chieftain, a Super Conk, a Valor, a Batchat, an E6, a 200 LT, and a Grill 15, and a little bit of everything. We have DECOY with 3 Valors, an IS-7, 2 Batchats, and a 200. Very similar lineup to their attack or their defense. Again, keep thinking it's attack, how aggressive they played it. The only thing it swapped was an IS-7 for Supercon. It actually looks like they're going to attack the south here, with just setting it to 100 and potentially the IS-7 north. Maybe they're going to try a double cap here. Let's see if this LT spots out everyone here though. Actually no, okay, these heavies are going down mid instead. Okay, so they're gonna play the other side, what they just did, pretty much. With these bats getting again super aggressive out here. But this time they are at least evenly matched between. Oh, nice shot from Hydra there. The snipes. They have no vision on these heavies going down mid. Meanwhile, THT are pushing the grill into the climb at 8-9. Their heavies, a very quick play here, could easily catch them off guard. Grill is up in the climb. It's a very nice position. He should have some very nice punish on these Valors if they are going to peek from here. LT is now going to come up and get into the bushes here. Does spot out. Decoys LT. Let's see if there's any punish from either side. Doesn't appear like it. Decoys, bats have pulled back. They're now in a position to directly support these Valors if they are pushed. Let's see if the grill can connect on the Valor here. It looks like he missed his shot. Meanwhile, there's an IS-7 pushing over the tracks, playing a very simple A3, A4 position. The grill, if he doesn't know that he can use the train cars to protect himself, the grill should have a very nice form on him though. LT is in a dip here. He can't really get, he can't die from the bats at least here, but he can't really peek either at the same time. He might be able to peek from the side he's peeking right now. I think he's a nice reset line there. It was very well played from them. Two of them used one track, one actual pin. Unfortunately, only one pin there. We have on the south here. Those meds are still just playing the partner, just playing, what's the word, safety, yeah, and my mind is blank. They're just holding, seeing if those bad. Nice punish again. He's getting very nice blind fire here from THT's side. Let's see if he'll not be in a very easily blind fire position this time. Looks like someone pinned up one of the Valors at once. Looks like it's the chief, yeah, or one of the meds maybe. Meds are counter pushing south with the LT. Let's see what comes of this potentially. Eva not trading well with the bat chat there, getting an extra shot compared to him. Let's see, LT today off the cap. Did get two nice bonfires in them. Or maybe even three with the amount of HP he's on. Maybe two HE hit, I don't know. Let's see. And then besides the bat chat from THT here, they are very healthy across the board for the most part. Their heavies took like one, maybe two shots apiece. LT took one. These bats are rotating out while one is reloading. LT's rotated south though. It looks like one of the Valors might be coming back. No, he's just gonna hang in the middle. Let's see, LT in the bush. That's a very nice position. He's gonna spot out anyone that's aggressive. I think this play is, those bats do again have enough clip to come in and kill all three of them between them and the LT, so I don't know how this will work. I think the LT should have stayed on K-line to get those spots if they decided to come in. LT doesn't need to be up here. They already have two meds peeking that ridge. They need to run the Valors coming back. Looks like they're going to. Let's see if these bats get any punish on them on their way out. Doesn't look like it. They're going to run away as well. One is at least. Oh, they're going to go back again. You don't need to push south. If you're going to push south on this map against something like that setup, you're going to need a little bit more HP and maybe even another tank. Maybe this Chieftain could have gone with them. I don't know. Chieftain getting a shot from the Valor over there. I think they're running away too much now. They need to dodge some angles over there. Potentially at least get E6 over there. He does have support. I keep him E9 when he's sitting up there. Maybe they're going to rotate back and potentially push this size 7 out. I don't know. It's a very interesting play coming back with those meds. Let's see, LT is going to come up again. He does get spotted. Let's see if he gets any punish on his way in. He's going to turn around and not commit to that. Yeah, a little over 50 seconds on the cap. Looks like, yeah, that's what there's meds. They're going to come over and try and kill this I7 off. No? Right, yeah, here we come. With the LT as well. Cuba, I think Cuba should have taken the inside there, because he's probably going to die to this I7 now. He's only going to get one bend off. He's going to, yeah, he needed to be on the inside there, and that I think would have been a good play. Now it's an E6 versus an I7, and I'm lagging, unfortunately. I don't like that play. 2 seconds, 7 seconds on the cap. That on the cap is spotted. I think this is all they wrote. I don't. That play was very bad. With Cuba on 600 coming over, no, he should have been on the inside there, like I said. And the LT should have gone with him, because the LT can keep going further on and spawn the other LT that's in the cap. Yeah, pushing south, I don't think was the play either. I think that was just a little bit too aggressive against two bats. You don't need to, like, they're not hurting your chances of winning at all. Pushing over the meds or pushing over to that I7 wasn't a terrible idea. Just the tank position and composition, I think, could have been just a little better for that one. Other than that, nice blind fires on the LT while he's on the cap. Trading kind of poorly for it, but it does help them keep them in the game longer. That damage-wise, not a lot to talk about. 2 zeros from THT. We have a Skunk doing 400. Batchat doing 380 or 340. Very low roll for him, unfortunately. Then from Decoy side, also not a lot of damage to talk about. 400 from the bat, 300 from the Valor. LT not doing anything. Just try to cap. The other Valor doing 200 as well. They were more there just as a threat to keep tanks away. I don't know if you need 3 tanks there. I think 2 is plenty. 1 could probably even do it just fine. And keep some tank. I don't know. Keep some more. Even run more meds to play the south and play aggressive in the south. It's very hard to actually commit to getting resets on that south cap there, or north cap. Sorry, north cap. If you look at the big map. Even with because the bushes actually work now, you have to get very aggressive and spot them out. But yeah, about 1200 from the Chieftain and the Grill and the climb there. Grill not connecting with a lot of shots, unfortunately. Maybe shooting some HE at those Valor turrets. I don't know if he actually had any shots. I haven't looked at that angle, to be fair, but if you weren't hitting him or hitting him, I don't know. Just a side note. E6 doing 1600 there. And then also the Valor doing 1600 and getting the only kill of the round. Yeah, I don't. Actually, the Valor killed the bat. I thought the I7 killed the bat. Interesting. Shows me I should pay more attention, I guess. Yeah, no, I think he should have taken the inside there and played safer. He would have had 600 HP instead of 200 and could have taken that power hit, potentially. Just thinking from bird's eye view, but Decoy will win this series 3-1. Well played to them. We will see them again next week, I believe. No, we'll see them again tomorrow. Or, no, next week, yeah. I can't think. It's been a long night. But THT will also play again next week. Decoy, I think, have a bye round next week, so they'll only play one map, and THT will play both sets. Other than that, not a lot to talk about. GG's to both teams. Well played. Very nice comeback from the first game on THT. I did not give it enough credit, to be fair. I wasn't keeping track of a lot of things. That Sturv had a very nice position. Just shows you how strong A5 is. and then a DECOY for closing out the next 3 even after an upset like that is impressive in its own right. But well played to both. Look forward to seeing them more in the future.